Hey guys, welcome back to the Wild Wrestling channel. I am your host, Seth. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys my TNA Rebellion 2025 predictions. So let's hop right into the video. Play the intro. First up on the countdown show, we have Fatal Influence versus Dia Brookside, Ying Lee, and Rosemary. This should be an interesting 6-woman tag team match. Fatal Influence has been trying to get their skin in the game here in TNA, but Rosemary has been helping to stop them. It's almost a TNA alliance taking on a faction from NXT. I think this will be a pretty good match. I'm going to have the TNA team come out on top, boost their momentum in TNA, ship Fatal Influence right back to NXT. Plus, right now in NXT, they got some tension between them, so we don't know what will happen. But I'm going to take Team TNA, as I call them, to get the win here. Up on the countdown, we have the Elijah Open Challenge. That sounded weird. I'm hoping for someone from NXT to come in, possibly like a Javon Evans, or just someone more in NXT. I would like someone like that to come in and enter the Open Challenge and have a phenomenal match with Elijah. Should be a good match. I think Elijah would still win, whoever it is, but I really hope it's someone from NXT, someone interesting, and they put on a great match. But I think Elijah is going to come out on top, and hopefully this year in TNA, he can end up winning a title now. Now getting into the main show, we have Ultimate X, Moose versus Matt Cardona, Leon Slater, El Hijo del Vikingo, Casey Navarro, and Sydney Akeem. All of these guys are going to tear the house down in Ultimate X. I think they're all going to put on an amazing show, many high-flying moves, and Moose will add that big powerhouse in there. I think it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. In my opinion, I'm personally rooting for Leon Slater to get the win here. I feel like he totally deserves it. Moose has had a great reign, but I think now is the time where he drops the belt, and I just feel like Leon Slater really deserves it. He's been in a lot of great feuds. He main evented Sacrifice. I just feel like now is the moment. If they're not going to do it anywhere, they should do it on this big stage of Rebellion and Ultimate X, where I think Leon Slater can grab the belt, finally see that glory, I think it would still be the youngest X Division champion in history. But this match should be amazing. All of these guys have incredible athletes, with amazing athleticism, and they all should tear the house down. Hopefully we get some crazy spots, and I'm hoping that Leon Slater will come out with the dub. Next up, we got the Rascals and Ace Austin versus the System. Should be a pretty good match. All these guys will show out, prove why they're on the Rebellion card. I think this will be a pretty good match. I think they all are very good superstars. Hasn't had the top line story coming in, but still a good story. But I think this is going to be more about the match, where it should be really good. Hopefully we see some crazy action from the Rascals and Ace Austin and the System to complement it with their heels. I'm hoping we do see Chris Bay make an appearance. Hopefully maybe cost the System the match. And I'm going to take Ace Austin and the Rascals to get the dub here, hopefully with the help of Chris Bay, because we did see him at Unbreakable. I don't know if he's fully cleared, but it would be cool if he showed up and cost the System. But I think this match should be really good. I think all 6 men will show out, but I'm going to take the Rascals and Ace Austin to get the dub here. Next up, a fatal 4-way match for the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Ash and Heather by Elegance, Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson from NXT, Spitfire, and Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley from NXT. All of these women will go at it in a crazy match. I think it's going to be super chaotic, bodies all over the place. I think Ash and Heather by Elegance are going to get a cheap win. I don't think they're going to cheat, but I think they're going to sneak in and get a dub from someone and hopefully can set up another storyline. But this should just be a crazy match. All 4 teams are so capable of putting on crazy matches, and I think this one will be no different. It should just be super fun and chaotic, using every part of the arena to their advantage. And I'm going to take Ash and Heather by Elegance to steal a win. Don't know if it'll be by Spitfire or one of the NXT teams, but whoever it is, I think it'll start a feud with them. but Ash and Heather will retain the titles. Coming up next, we have Steve Macklin versus Eric Young for the TNA International Championship. This has been an interesting feud because they started off before the title. They started off as teammates. Then Eric Young took over the Northern Armory, and Steve Macklin didn't really like him. Still confused of where they're at right now. I think Eric Young still is trying to convince Steve Macklin, but Macklin won't go along with that. And Eric proved last night, burning the book in the fire, proves he means business. Think this will be a crazy match. Don't know if we're going to see Sinner and Sane at all, but I just think this is just going to be a crazy battle between the two, an insane match. They're definitely capable of putting on something good, and I think the storytelling in this match will be amazing between the feud. Eric probably trying to still convince Steve to join him, but Steve will still be so defiant. And I think after a crazy match, I think Steve Macklin's going to retain. He just won the title. Don't feel like he's going to drop it that quickly, and I feel like he'll reign for a while, actually, and I feel like he's going to go have some great matches and put the TNA International title on point and show that it's going to be a great championship here in TNA. Next up, we have Mike Santana versus Mustafa Ali in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This feud has been very good with some of their crazy matches like at Sacrifice, and they're both being involved at Unbreakable. I think this will just be a crazy match. Finally ends the feud. Should be chaotic, full of weapons, goes all around the arena. Gets them beating the hell out of each other after a crazy feud. Don't know if we're going to see the Good Hands and Tasha Steelz get involved. We probably will, but hopefully Mike Santana has the backup of that group that he's assembled, and hopefully they all come out and get a piece of the Good Hands and Tasha Steelz. And I think Mike Santana is going to come out with the win here after a brutal match. I hope it's all over the arena. I hope we see many weapons, maybe some blood. But I hope it's just a crazy match between the two, and having Mike Santana get the win here. Now, the triple main event. First up, Masha Slamovich versus Tessa Blanchard for the TNA Knockouts Women's Championship. Think this will be a very good match. These are probably the two best stars in TNA right now, and I think they're going to go at it, throw some incredible offense at each other. I think this will be an underrated match of the night. I think it'll be very good. Don't know if... I think these two are very, very good wrestlers, and without a stipulation, it's going to be hard to beat some of the matches later on, but I think they have a great story going, and they're two amazing wrestlers who always put on great matches. I think Tessa Blanchard is actually going to get it done and win the TNA Knockouts World title, but after a crazy match between the two, it's got to be to the last. They're both exhausted, and I think Tessa Blanchard will barely get it over Masha, but hopefully after this, we'll see more matches between the two in the future. Next up, Frankie Kazarian, Joe Hendry, and All Ego Ethan Page for the TNA World Championship. It started off as just Joe Hendry and Ethan Page, but Frankie was so mad because he wanted to call her shot in Southern California, SCU, his homeland. So they make it a triple threat. Should be very interesting to see because I don't think Ethan and Frankie are going to team up because based on what happened in the main event of Impact, I think they're all isolated. Should just be three men throwing hands. Should be a pretty good match. I think we're going to see a lot of boos for Frankie Kazarian, probably some cheers for Ethan Page, and a huge ovation for Joe Hendry. And I think it'll just be a crazy triple threat where I think Joe Hendry will come out victorious. Should make Frankie Kazarian pretty mad, and hopefully in the following weeks we get a really angered Frankie Kazarian on TNA Impact. But should be, honestly, a very good match. These are three great wrestlers who always put on great matches. And it's not even always about their wrestling ability. It's also just about the crowd reactions they'll get. Like if you compare Joe Hendry to Frankie, Frankie is going to get booed like crazy, and Joe will get applauded so much. But Joe Hendry, I'm going to take to get the win here after a crazy triple threat match. And what, in my opinion, will be the main event of the show, the Hardys versus the Nemesis for the TNA World Tag Team Championships. I wish this was with a stipulation, but it should just be a crazy brawl around the entire arena. After everything that's happened with Nick Nemeth turning heel on Matt Hardy at Sacrifice, this should just be a brutal match between the two teams. Maybe we see Will-O-the-Wisp. I don't even know, but I just think it's gonna be less of a match and more of a brawl. Hopefully we see the teams go everywhere in the whole arena, taking it to each other. We might see some crazy spots, like a crazy swanton. And Surprisingly, this is very hard to pick from, but I really actually want to take the Nemeth here. I just feel like Nick Nemeth just came off a TNA World title reign, so I don't feel like we need to, like not have him win and then push him towards that, because he just had that. So I feel like now it's a good opportunity for him and Ryan to go hold these titles. And I think it could also extend the feud even more to hopefully some more matches in the future with maybe even a cheap victory, like they cheat. You never know, but I'm going to take the Nemeth to defeat the Hardys in what I think should be the main event of Rebellion. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you enjoy these videos, and turn on that bell so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoy Rebellion. Bye, guys.